The birth of Lonewolf, the creator's journey. The year was 2016. In a quiet studio illuminated by the soft glow of a computer screen, a lone game developer sat, wrestling with their thoughts. They were an indie creator, someone who grew up immersed in dark, gripping stories of morality and choice, drawn to narratives that made people reflect on their decisions. For years, they had been searching for a way to create a game that would combine these elements into a unique experience. The seed of an idea. One sleepless night, the developer found themselves revisiting their favorite noir-style comics and graphic novels. These stories had one thing in common. They didn't just entertain, they made the reader think. The gritty art style, the morally gray characters, and the deep, emotional storylines inspired the creator to ask, what if I could bring this to life in an interactive way? A game that's not just about winning or losing, but about feeling. A game that makes the player the decision-maker in a dark, brutal world. That's when the concept of Lonewolf was born. The core concept. The game's design revolved around a single theme: moral ambiguity. The player wouldn't just play as a hero or a villain. Instead, they would step into the shoes of a hitman, a lone assassin navigating a world filled with corruption, betrayal, and conflicting loyalties. The protagonist would be someone haunted by their past, burdened by the weight of their actions. The creator wanted players to experience the tension of life and death decisions, where every choice had consequences. Should you pull the trigger? Or should you spare a life and risk your own? These were the kinds of dilemmas the developer wanted players to face. The mechanics. Inspired by minimalist design and immersive storytelling, the creator decided to combine these ideas into the gameplay. Sniper missions. As a trained assassin, the player would engage in challenging missions that required precision, planning, and tactical skill. Choice-based narrative. Between missions, the story would unfold through dialogue and cinematic sequences, with the player's choices shaping the outcome. A gritty, comic book style. The developer envisioned a dark, monochromatic art style reminiscent of noir comics, immersing the player in a bleak and unforgiving world. Psychological depth. To stand out, the game would delve into the mental and emotional struggles of the protagonist, forcing the player to question their morality and choices. The inspiration for the title. The name Lonewolf reflected both the protagonist's solitary nature and the emotional isolation of their role. Like a lone wolf, the character operates alone, driven by survival and a sense of purpose, but always on the outskirts of society. The goal. The creator's vision wasn't just to make a game, it was to create an experience. They wanted the player to put themselves in the assassin's shoes and feel the weight of their actions. The minimalist storytelling approach allowed the player to fill in the gaps with their imagination, making the game more personal. The reception. After months of hard work, Lonewolf was finally released, capturing players' attention with its gripping story, challenging gameplay, and unique art style. It became a testament to what a single creator with a bold vision could achieve, leaving players questioning their choices long after the credits rolled. This storyline captures the spirit of how the idea for Lonewolf could have been conceived. Let me know if you'd like me to refine or expand further.